That's very, very dangerous news, developing news at the moment. It's something to be worried about. If we want to pretend that there is no danger, I think that we are playing with fire and we want that fire to burn. Now, those fears that we used to feel in those days, they are coming back again. There will be unemployment as well. Naka. It's like it's non-existent at the moment. My name is Ekene Izupu and you're welcome to Good Corner. Today we'll be discussing the dangers of American pulling out from anything that has to do with their support for HIV and AIDS from Nigeria. Yes, that's the topical issue happening at the moment. Now I want to discuss dangers. Of course, it poses a huge danger to anybody, any individual that is suffering from AIDS or HIV at the moment. That's a very, very dangerous news, developing news at the moment. It's something to be worried about. Yes, if you're taking anything, any drugs that has to do with maybe antiretroviral drugs and other HIV-related drugs, AIDS, I wonder what you're going through at the moment. But our hearts are with you. I want to encourage you to keep on going. There will be a help somehow for you. Yes, there is. There is always a help. Now let's flash back maybe in the year 1990, what this menace called HIV or AIDS was causing at that time. Can you remember? In flashback in those days, you remember that it was actually a very, very dangerous event that we passed through. And then the advent of antiretroviral drug came through, and then the whole news seemed to die down. All of a sudden, people were now, people were now, experimenting with HIV and all that. There's even a way that you take the retroviral drugs and the virus will be like, it's no longer there, it's non-existent in the body of anybody with the virus. Now, what it means now is like we are going back to the days of the 90s. Now, those fears that we used to feel in those days, they are coming back again. When you have to look at somebody and is this person infected? Is he HIV infected? So that's where we are going back to. That's the danger. Now our heart is going out to anybody that is with this virus. And the best you can do if you have this virus at this time is to come out and identify. Yeah, come out openly. Come out openly, tell people what you're going through. You never can tell. You never can tell who is listening and who has that mind to help. Yes, it's someone that has been sponsoring this particular antiretroviral drugs in Nigeria. And there are other people that will still do the same. There are other good people that still out there. So the best you can do for us is to come out openly and identify that, tell us what you're suffering or what your sufferings are. So I can tell who is watching and who is listening to you, and help will come. But don't bottle it up and start sharing it around to people, innocent people, right? Just come out boldly. If you're in a relationship, you come out and tell people, this is what I'm passing through and this is what I have, and I don't want to infect you with it and all that. I need to save a lot of lives. So now that the US has pulled out from those aids that they normally offer us, Nigerians, what we can do for ourselves is if you know you have such problem, Please come out openly, identify yourself, tell people, tell one or two persons that, this is what I'm passing through, and you might get help. Of course, the drug is still there, but it might be very expensive at this time because it's no longer at that subsidized rate. Now, that takes us, I just finished talking to people that have the virus. Now, let me shift my topic to people that doesn't. The best you can do for yourself is to protect yourself. Yes, I'm not a doctor, but I'm a concerned citizen of Nigeria, and I want to make sure that you live a healthy lifestyle. Right? Before you marry that girl, make sure that you carry out all the required tests that you need to carry out. Alright? Make sure you go to lab, test. Yes, find out anybody you want to get into intimacy with. Make sure you carry out the necessary tests before you go into the person. That's my advice. Use your protection. Make sure you use your protection. And make sure you use your protection as always. Alright? Now, that's my advice for people that doesn't have the virus. Of course, there's a danger in the land. What means that if US, pulls out, there will be unemployment too. NACA is like it's non-existent at the moment. People that were working there before, it means there's no job. There won't be any job for them again. USAID, people that works in USAID, there won't be any job for them again. So there will be unemployment as well. So that's the effect, the dangers of Americans pulling out from their support of HIV and AIDS in Nigeria. And that's how far it can go. The best we can do for ourselves is to help ourselves so we can get out of this menace that we found ourselves. I just want to open your eyes to danger, because if we want to pretend that there is no danger, I think that we are playing with fire, and I don't want that fire to burn. If you ignore it, it will burn. But when it raises high, you don't know. Maybe it might not just be only you, maybe somebody that's your relative, right? Might be affected. So the best we can do is to go all out in this awareness and tell people the dangers of this particular event that is unfolding before our eyes. And then it's time for us to look inwards, the government, look inwards and see how far you can be able to start research, start carrying out necessary research on how to get this antiretrovirus drugs right here in Nigeria. Alright? That's another angle that I want us to see it as a wake-up call for us to look inwards. All this money we spend on frivolous things, buying aircraft. I'm talking to our leaders now. Yes, all this money that we spend on frivolous things, buy aircraft, bring out huge sums of money for elections. All those things are uncalled for. They are not something that will help anybody. Now, when you spend all those monies on election, the election ends up being rigged, and then we are back to square one. Alright, so why are we spending all this money on election? Things that are unnecessary. Building, renovating National Assembly, renovating vice presidents. How much is being budgeted for education? And under that education, research falls under that education. So we should look inwards now. Americans are no longer there to help us. Now it's time for us to help ourselves. I'm talking to everyone to get up. Let's solve this danger that is staring us right in the face. My name is Ekene. I come your way next week with another topical issue that will change your life. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscription button. Make sure you follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just type Ekene. It's will pop up. Thank you. Bye.